Now I would like to go on and say to you that the warning of committal is not even in my proper legal name, which is proven. OPP officer Mezier did a DNA test on me 4.5 years ago. And I have been in communication with the police officer, the OPP officer, which they all have proof, and I give them copies of everything. And it's on my Facebook, the same as everything else. It's served on everybody. It's not my name, and there was no evidence I was ever present at the scene of this crime, according to the DNA test. Now, as we know, the DNA test is classified to be the ultimate authority in this country, or wherever it may be. And we know, he says that the DNA test proves the name on the warrant of committal that they tried me and sentenced me on is not my name. He said that there's no evidence I was even at the scene of this crime. There's evidence comes out in this crime where I got a phone call and I went to that address later on coming morning. But when I got to the address, there was a policeman there. And the policeman asked me, "Can I help you?" I said, "No, thank you, sir. I just got the wrong address," because I wasn't getting involved with it. When I got there, I seen there was some kind of trouble, and I seen that my co-accuser had my pickup truck. That's why I had to go and pick it up, because it had to be in Calgary with stocks and bonds for Seville Holdings the next day, because my car was shorting out. Well, she lived at my house with my other two sons from my first marriage. The policeman was there. That policeman, I told my lawyers I talked to, he's never come forth. One of the other co-accused that became a crowd witness against myself and Savard, a guy called Ross, even states it in his plea bargaining agreement to get off the first-degree murder charges, and he said that the police were there and so was I. So there's the proof. The policeman was withheld from testifying because he knows I didn't go in that house. I had nothing to do with this. You've cost me 28 years of inhuman torture. It is extortion and treason against my constitutional rights according to Section 52 of the Constitution of Canada, because nobody's above or beyond the written law of Section 52 of the Constitution of Canada. And everybody becomes a party of aiding and abetting under Section 21 of the Criminal Code of Canada of an unlawful crime. And Section 19 of the Criminal Code says ignorance is no excuse for the law. And all these people in position of authority are supposed to be well-educated, well-versed, knowledgeable people. So, please, I have notified the Mounties, Commissioner of Mounties, the Supreme Court, every court there is, every politician, every political party there is, newspaper. Dan Lett from the Winnipeg Free Press in 1999 wrote 2 pages per day in the Winnipeg Free Press for a solid week of my case. And if you read it on my Facebook and on my website, it's on there. You will find that there was never any evidence against me at all. The only evidence was with me was the evidence they always hold, my son's statement, my statement, everything. You wouldn't let me testify. Nothing. They withheld all the evidence that proved me innocent. So we have treason here, folks, and inhuman torture. And in registered Amnesty International, we have 163 members as a membership. So, folks, there's a good Lord above. It's called Creator, God, Christ. And some way our conscience and our souls is going to answer for it all. And like the scripture said, even our children and our grandchildren, for 5 generations later, will pay up for what we do. So I would say you all do your jobs, because there's a saying goes, which I've written on my documents, you've taken a sworn oath to uphold the law, to fulfill a job. If you refuse to fulfill your job, then you violate your public oath of trust, and not only that, you become a party, a silence of criminal conspiracy. It's all on my Facebook to read, folks, and it's all on my website. And if you have any further questions, feel free to call me at 416-651-2174, and I'll be glad to present anything from trial transcripts or statements there is. And I should tell you, this statement from Mr. Oshesky that said you haven't got it unless I set it up was withheld from court and withheld from everybody, even through the access to privacy information, the prosecutors, everything over the years to me. I only got it 2 years ago. So we have fraud completely. And for Correctional Canada National Parole Board now to admit that they passed judgment all of these years and helped me in, you can't just say sorry. A crime has been committed here, and they've admitted and signed it. So I would be thankful for your newspapers, maybe, that's what they have a free press in me or in this country for, to cover unlawful crime, not against just rich people. It's to protect the people's rights. That's what the freedom of the press media are for in this country. So I would say you better stop this instead of chasing that somebody's being overcharged a parking ticket or something. Have a lovely evening, and I can't ask God to be with you because you just got to do that yourselves. You got to do what's right for God's blessing. You might get managed, but you're not going to get God's for this kind of torture, inhuman actions committed to another human being. I'm Irish descent. Irish is one of the first settlements in this country in 500 AD. If you want the document proof, I got it here too. And my father went to the First World War for this country. My brother spent 24 years in this country. That was my liberty. And you see, the writ of habeas corpus was suspended. You have to have 2 days and never reinstate it. Even though the charter was signed in 1982 as Part 1A of our Constitution, the habeas corpus is still suspended until I subpoenaed the Magna Carta document from England by the writ of mandamus searching for it in habeas corpus. And Alberta didn't arm with me, but they put it on show. And it's registered in the Federal Court of Canada, it's registered all over. They took my appeal papers, every institution did, and sent them to their own departments, Correctional Canada, to the appeal boards, the Federal Minister of Justice, Prime Minister of Canada, and the Minister of Defense that I would actually have us reinstate our habeas corpus act, Parambigi, when he was under the Prime Mulroney regime. So, any information and document proof you would like, you could phone me. But I want the truth. Nothing but the truth. No deals, no nice guys, no good girls, no bad girls. Just the truth. And if you violate the laws and commit a crime in this country, especially when this is torture and treason and everything else, when it's all before you, a court's documented proof that you don't think you should pay the penalty of the law for this, then I say you're like Bob Ray says, there's a lot of people with it that's having mental problems with their minds down all over this country. As we know, we have a very bad country for mental disturbed people. It's on the news every day. But people that say an authority can't be an authority as being mentally ill and being liars and refusing to fulfill their job duties to protect the people of the country. So, please get in touch with me. I thank you very much. Have a lovely night. Thank you, Gina.